and welcome. Welcome to another episode of The Positive Impact, unifying positivity and gaming. We have evolved from much more than just a health and wellness podcast. We are gamers that focus on the brighter side of gaming, to bring positivity into perspective, to uplift one another, and to even make a difference. We're taking a more positive approach to gaming. Thank you for joining the live show of The Positive Impact, where we stream every Sunday, where we do a live show every Sunday. So be sure you're following us at mixer.com/POSTakeGaming. Okay, I'm your host Itiago, and we will discuss in this episode work and play balance and are game companies rallying to offer support during the COVID-19 aka coronavirus pandemic. The Stream Game Festival. Valve will hold another Stream Game Festival for indies this summer. The Stream Game Festival Summer Edition will run from June 19th through the 14th. And this is coming from Engadget. Here we go, let me sum it up for you guys. The Stream Game Festival will be back this summer to shine a spotlight on the upcoming indie games. Valve has started taking applications from developers interested in participating, giving them until April 21st to register for the event. So if you're an indie developer, be sure to register. You have about 5 days left, so be sure to take care of that now. Players will be able to try short demos and experience of the games chosen to be part of the festival, and in some cases be able to connect with their developers. Valve will hold the inaugural Stream Game Festival in December, highlighting 14 games over 48 hours. It then hosted the Spring Edition event in March, featured indies that would have been at GDC if the conference weren't cancelled. Stream Gaming event. Okay. Then let's check out the official portal at Steam. Set a reminder. Okay, I already did that on my end. Let me just make sure it's in my calendar. Because I'm gonna find out if I could stream it live. So we could do like a live reaction. Okay. Here is another little update via Eurogamer. Nintendo Switch system update, SD card data transfer, as well as an additional option to remap controller options. Okay, Nintendo Switch has hit the big version 10.0.0 via a new firmware update rolling out today. It contains the long-awaited option to move game data to and from an SD card, as well as the option to remap controller buttons, plus some lovely Animal Crossing icons. So you could transfer games, updates, and DLC from system memory to your SD card or vice versa. Okay, now the big feature, remapping controllers, which will be great. But I did hear that even though you could remap buttons, it'll still use the default configuration if you're using that what do you call it, not Nintendo Switch Online, the SNES via the Nintendo Switch Online. It'll use the default buttons, so even though you have them remapped, that won't apply to that. Okay, the Entertainment Software Rating Board has announced new rating labels for loot boxes, and this is coming from IGN. The new label feature in-game purchases, including random items. The ESRB has announced a new ratings label for games with loot boxes in addition to other randomized in-game purchases. The ESRB created an in-game purchases rating label for games back in 2018 as a response to the loot box discourse that reached different state governments in the United States as well as elsewhere in the world. So pretty much when you look at a game at retailers or online or what have you, it'll be on the very bottom under the ESRB rating, T, and for mature and so on. It'll be right under it. So that's good to hear that they're implementing that feature. But also the Apple Store as well as Google Play has been having that feature for a while now. So it's good to see that games are following suit. Okay, Ghost of Tsushima, where are you? An update to Ghost of Tsushima gameplay details via IGN. So preview details may not be accurate. As a side note, so official PlayStation UK has released a statement on its social media account regarding its recent story on Ghosts of Tsushima. OPM confirmed that there are inaccuracies in both its March 2020 cover story for Ghost of Tsushima as well as the recent May 2020 article, which provided the basis of the original story. While neither OPM or Stone specified why details are inaccurate, there are likely details regarding the waypoint system and alley system detailed in the original report. The original story is as follows. Ghost of Tsushima will eschewed traditional video game waypoints in favor for having players navigate the world using landmarks in addition to other physical features, according to a new pre-review for Sucker Punch's upcoming Samurai Ninja action game. Okay, when it comes to make your way through the detailed sandbox of Tsushima, players will have to rely on physical landmarks of the world to explore. There are no waypoints in the game highlighting where the next mission is or a side quest where it might be located. Okay, other highlights include how Jin Senkai was trained as a samurai but adopts ninja-like skills to take on the Mongol invaders. Okay, yada 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 yada, another character. So it's pretty much basic info. Here's a nice little update. Capcom is implementing a work from home policy until early May. Monster Hunter and Resident Evil developer Capcom has implemented a remote working policy in Japan as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The studio has told employees in the region to work from home until at least May 6th to help prevent the spread of the corona. This is coming from Gamas Ultra? I think that's how you pronounce that. And also a nice story over from PlayStation. PlayStation to offer Uncharted, Nathan Drake Collection and Journey for free for a limited time. So if you download it, you have it for a lifetime. So it isn't it just a free to play week or weekend or the likes. So that's good to know. Fallout 76 has released a new DLC, Wastelanders. So I've heard good things from this update, so I guess I gotta try it. Okay, what else we got? Oh yeah, Gears Tactics is now... I've talked about this game before, and it's now available to preload from the Windows Game Store. So I've gone ahead and done that, so I guess we wait and see. Also, Game Pass, that reminds me. If you've been following me on Twitter or you've just been a part of the Discord community, I've gone ahead and purchased the Game Pass for PC. So that is something to look forward to. So I've gone ahead and started that. So expect even more content, even more to come to the stream. So be sure you follow me on my personal Mixer at mixer.com/itsyagu. ITSYAG00H. So gaming industries rally and fight against COVID-19. And this is coming from gamesindustry.biz. Bungie alone has raised over $350,000 in 24 hours. And they also had an in-game award for Destiny 2, where you could get a special in-game emblem if you donated $20. So I've gone ahead and done that. It's always good to pay it forward, to donate whenever you can. And yes, let's go ahead and read the story, the highlights. Game companies from around the world are rallying to offer support during the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, which has resulted in over 19,000 deaths and led to mass global disruption. Games have an important role in raising awareness of the challenges the world is currently facing, said Dr. Richard Hatchett, CEO of Coalition and Epidemic Preparedness Innovations. Only through a concerted global response, with the private sector working together with governments and philanthropists, pooling resources and expertise, can we hope to stop emerging epidemic threats. So, just to name a few of these companies, 343 Industries, Halo, they released a special edition t-shirt to raise funds, and they've raised over $200,000. Bungie said that. CPT for EVE Online, where's the amount? Has raised around $600,000. That's for the Indian Ocean Fund. CD Projekt Red has organized a donation of 4 million PLNs, which is a little less than $1 million. EA, FunPlus, GameDev.world, Humble Bumble, a lot of companies are rallying to give support during this time. PlayStation, we already talked about that last week. Riot Games donated $1.5 million. Roblox, 2K, a lot of companies. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this article and post it in chat. It's definitely a good read. Minecraft with RTX ray tracing is finally arriving in beta. Actually, it has arrived April 16th, which was 3 days ago. This is coming from Windows Central. Minecraft is going to look very different if you have an NVIDIA RTX enabled video card. Minecraft with RTX brings immersive visuals and realistic lighting effects to the sandbox game, with NVIDIA adding path tracing, the most advanced form of ray tracing, to the Windows 10 version of the game. Okay, direct lighting from the sun, sky, and various light sources, realistic, hard and soft shadows, emissive lighting from surfaces such as glowstone and lava, global illumination, transparent materials, fog and light shaft, water metallic surfaces, and what have you. I'm not going to read the whole article, but it has a slew of amazing updates to ray tracing. Global Citizen, as well as the All-In Challenge, where celebrities are rallying together to sell raffle tickets, for instance, to fly out to LA with them, to have dinner with them, to be in a movie with them. Even if you don't have funds to donate, like I'm rallying funds for Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. So you could choose whichever NGO or campaign you would like to help out. Even if you don't have the funds to do so, because I know a lot of people are out of work, you can easily share. Work-life balance. I promise this from if you're following me on TikTok. So, work-life balance. Whether you're a gamer, whether you're starting out as a streamer, or you've been streaming for a while. Whatever you are doing, and this applies to life in general, balance is always key. Whether you're starting out or you are a long-time veteran. And consistency is the key to growth. If you're inconsistent, if you're streaming or gaming at random times, people will have a reason to follow you because their schedules are usually consistent. They stay the same, they don't change. And if you are constantly changing your schedule, then they don't have time to keep up with you. Because there are times when you are free and they're not, and the other way around. So consistency is always key to growing. Even if you're stuck, do not focus on the numbers. I implore you. It's good to keep the numbers in mind, but do not let that be your main focus. Your main focus should be giving back, making an impact, and just paying it forward. You need to take a good look at yourself and find the right balance for yourself. The things to look for is your work schedule and then your free time. So for instance, I guess most of the times when you come home from work, you're going to be exhausted and tired if you get home late. So what you could do is stream or game in the early morning. Go to bed earlier so you could wake up early, like what I started doing. For instance, I started going to bed like around no later than 11 o'clock, and I would wake up at around 5 a.m. and I would stream in the early morning. So that has helped me dramatically. I used to stream late at night into the early morning, so until like from, you could say, either from 9 p.m. to like 1 or 2 a.m. The next day I have work. This was before the pandemic, before this crisis. I used to do this like 3 to 4 days a week, and I would notice the next day, for instance, say I'm streaming tonight and then tomorrow I have work outside of the pandemic. So COVID-19 did not happen. Okay, so the next day, like, I wouldn't have energy to be at my day job. So my energy just completely depleted, and I would be just exhausted the next day after doing a late night stream. I started putting an emphasis more on early morning streams. So this way I go to bed early, 10, 11 o'clock, the latest, and I get up 5 o'clock. I may be a little tired, but that is my focus and where I have more energy to stream and make content in the morning. The streaming is my main thing, and then I make content throughout the day. So even though I'm working, I take a few minutes out of my day to make content on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, what have you. Focus on your main platform and then focus on other mediums to further grow your main channel. So Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, what have you. Make content unique for those platforms. So that is a good thing to focus on to further grow yourself as a gamer, as a streamer, as a content creator. No matter what platform you're on, Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, you are a content creator. So I've refocused my focus towards scheduled community playdates, either game of the month, or we play games that are on Game Pass or other games that other people would like to play, or we could do like a scheduled, like for instance a Friday night where we do like a private server type thing. Let me know your feedback on that, either on my personal channel or Positive Impact at the Impactful GG. So Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, what have you. Okay, I believe we are all done. So this will be available soon on podcast services around the globe, such as Spotify, Google and Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and more. You could even visit our landing page at anchor.fm/impactfulgg. And your support will mean the world to us. Your support isn't necessary, but it is greatly appreciated. So anything can help. At Anchor, I believe it's a monthly donation, so whether for 1, 5, or 10, whatever you can. Or you could even visit our landing page for more options at my.bio/impactfulgg. And you have more support options other than Anchor. So Cash App, and I believe there is an option for PayPal on there as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for the tremendous love and support that you always give us. And one thing to keep in mind, as a little bonus for you all, I am going to work on bringing guests onto the show. So I would interview devs, content creators, motivational speakers, the works. So it's just not focused on gaming, because like I said, we are more than just another gaming news podcast. We strive for unifying positivity and gaming. So thank you guys again so much. Have a great one. Stay positive, stay humbled, stay safe. Yagu out.